before I start getting into any details or anything, first thing I want to say is this is my first video to do with One Piece at all. Don't know if we'll get many views or anything like that, or get noticed at all, but it's just, well, what I think and what I hope for. Anyway, let's get right into it. So, as you can see, I'm going to talk about Luffy vs Dolflamingo. Now, I've watched a fair few videos, and I've seen a fair few channels, and a lot of people think that Luffy is no match for Dolflamingo. Now, I can understand it, why they think it, but they need to think. They really need to sit down and think, what the heck was the 2 years about? 2 years. Every Straw Hat was away for training. What for? The New World. But what for in particular? The strong villains opposing people in the New World. People like the Admirals, which I don't think they're there yet, at the Admiral, like the really high Admiral, but you never know. Well, I don't think, personally, they're that high, but I think they're so much higher than they were before. Now, when they went back to Shibondi, after the time skip, they took out pacifistas like they were fucking absolutely nothing. And then, when they took out one before the time skip, I think all three of them had to work together and just go crazy to get one down. That there just proves how much stronger they've gotten, you know? And that's not even them trying, really. But, with this whole Luffy vs Dolflamingo, now, with Dolflamingo, even before I saw him, before Punk has it and everything, I really was afraid of him. I really thought he was like the strongest Shichibukai. Like, him, Mihawk, and Kuma were like up there. Like, I think he could take down Mihawk quite easily. Not Mihawk, bloody Kuma. That's the only person I think that is above him in like them is Mihawk. Mainly because of his sword and just how strong he is. Like, I couldn't see Dolflamingo just avoiding it, and even when he did get hit, he would get hit by Mihawk, he would be all over. That's the thing. Yeah, he would. I really did fear him, and it's funny because I thought that people's. This is when I first started watching One Piece. For the first 200 episodes, I thought someone's strength and how strong everyone thought someone was based off their bounty. Like, and I remember seeing Dolflamingo's bounty and it was like 340 and I was like, ooh. And when Luffy got the 300, I was like, ooh. And then the more I've got into the bounty thing, it's really nothing to do with, well, it is, but not everything for sure. Like, Robin at 8 years old got a 79 million bounty. 79 million. And what did she do that was strong? Nothing. She just pissed off the world government really badly, and that's pretty much what it is. The more you annoy the world government, the higher your bounty will get. And Dolflamingo had 340, but he took down Dressrosa over 10 years ago, I think. So I don't even know how long he's been with him for. I think he's been with him for a long time. His bounty is like gone for a long time. So either way, you can't really base his strength off his bounty. But I really did think he was extremely strong. Like, I think, like, before I seen him, like, Aokiji appear in front of him, I thought he could probably verse an Admiral equal level. That's how strong I thought he was. Now, do I think that? No, but I think if he fought one, he would probably lose, but he wouldn't, like, get demolished. He would put up a pretty decent fight. That's for sure. And I think Luffy's at that level too. Not, like, getting near Admiral, but still not quite there. If he fought one, he would still, like, get down. Like, he'd still go down. So I reckon Luffy and Dolflamingo, because we haven't seen Luffy go out, we haven't seen Dolflamingo go out. And from what I've seen, I think they're very close. So what I'm thinking with this full battle thing is that we're going to get... This is what I'm hoping for. I don't know if it will happen, but this is what I hope will happen. A similar fight between what happened between Luffy and Lucci. Now, I don't know if he's going to go after Dolflamingo, because Oda has done this with a few villains. When Luffy's first gone after him, he has got his ass handed to him. Then they go somewhere else, and then they chase him down and eventually beat him. Did it with Lucci and Crocodile. Well, Crocodile twice, sort of twice, and Lucci once. CP9 and whatever. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know. I have no clue. It could and it couldn't. Because it's a balance. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe he could, like, defeat Luffy, then, like, take Law to another island, and then the Marines just piss off by them. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But when they do finally have their final fight, or just fight, a similar fight between Lucci and Luffy, both opponents going crazy out at each other. Like, at first not so much, and then eventually the more the battle gets intense, they'll just surprise each other with all these different attacks and just beat the shit out of each other. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I want. Do I think it will happen? I don't know. I honestly do not have a clue. A lot of people think Luffy won't even fight Dolflamingo, that Fujitora might take him down, or Zoro might take him down. That's a possibility too, but as the way Oda is setting this up, it's going to be Luffy that takes him down. And will he have the help of someone? No. Luffy never wants help taking down a villain. Ever. Look at all these fights. He does it all by himself. When Frankie came in with Lucci, he got really fucking mad at him and told him to fuck off, basically, and go get Robin. At that same time, Luffy was getting his ass kicked by Lucci, and he still wanted to take him down by himself. It's going to be the same thing with Dolflamingo if Luffy fights him. Zoro's going to try it, maybe even Sabo. That's the only way I could see it happening, if he does it with Sabo, but I still don't see that happening. Zoro tries to help him, and then he just tells Zoro to go away and fight someone else. This is my guy. That's what I see happening. But that's what I'm hoping for, and by the end, after Dressrosa, I can see their bounties going up. If they don't, there's something fucking wrong, because all the Marines are there and Fujitora is there seeing what's happening. They're going to, report that, and their bounties are going to go up. Simple as that. To what, I have no fucking clue. I don't really care much about the bounties. It's not based off their strength or anything. I think it's just kind of cool now. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I think Luffy will take down Dolflamingo if they do fight. And hope they do. But it's definitely not going to be easy, and it's going to be one fucking heck of a battle. Like, one crazy-ass battle. And they're both going to be completely fucked by the end of it. And that's what Oda does with most of his battles. Then after the battles, Luffy gets stronger every time. Every time. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. So you guys can comment if there's anyone watching. And what you think. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with me, but that's just my opinion. It's because that's just the way Oda's setting it up, and that's what he's done it so many times in the past. Anyway, comment, subscribe if you liked. I'm going to do a lot more One Piece videos. Well, it depends how much this gets. I might just keep trying until I get a little bit of views. I don't know. Like if you enjoyed, dislike if you thought it was shit or you disagreed with me. Comment what you think, and subscribe if you like. Alright. Thanks guys. Catch you later. Bye.